I'm Lee Carter, President and Partner at Ms. Lansky and Partners, and this week we're here to talk about the impact of messaging on the latest financial crisis stemming out of Silicon Valley Bank's collapse last Friday. Joining me is Katie Cronen, a Senior Vice President and one of my longtime colleagues. We've been having a lot of conversation with clients this week on what they should be talking about, and so I'm really glad that you're here to join me in this conversation today, Katie.
Thanks for having me, Lee. Glad to be here.
More than half of Americans feel less secure than they did on Friday last week about the economy and about an impending financial collapse. And that's already, we're talking about 2/3 of Americans were already concerned about a recession coming. So you've got a lot of uncertain investors who are feeling vulnerable. And so if you're an investment firm, you should be in front of this. You should be talking to your customers. You should be talking to your clients, finding out where they are and reassuring them.
I totally agree. Now is the time to be really actively communicating, checking in on your clients. But the way that you reassure them matters too. And I feel like I'm seeing a lot of communications coming out where banks are pointing to the balance sheet or saying, we are super confident, we are stable. This is the conclusion that we've come to and why you should feel reassured. The challenge, though, with that is that can kind of be like somebody telling you when you're anxious to just calm down. It doesn't work. It has the opposite effect of your intention. You should be using really active language to say, look, this is what we're looking at too. You're totally right to have questions. We're taking a really close eye at this too. Here are the things that we value, so that you're giving them an eye into a framework of how you make your decisions, not just leading and staying with, here's the conclusion we've come to.
Katie, I think it's so important that as you talk about that active language, we over time have worked on how do you make investors feel safe. One of the things that we would recommend is you talk about the layers of protection that you have in place to make sure that their portfolio is going to weather the storm. And the other thing I would say is that I wouldn't just say this is about one point in time, we're checking in right now. I would reinforce the fact that the last several years have been volatile. You're on a journey, you're on top of it, and you're going to be checking in all the time. And you want to hear from them if they're feeling upset too, but you want to let them know that you're a really active partner in this journey of volatility that started 3 years ago and is going to be coming for some time ahead.